Hey guys, it's MVC1 again, and I'm going to be doing a deck profile for Blastoise. I played with this list exactly yesterday and today. I didn't change the list at all, and it was just at 2 leagues. It was nothing big. It wasn't like a states or anything like that. But Blastoise has been doing really well at states, and if you need a list or anything, I've just got one here for you. It's been working pretty well for me, and yeah, we'll just get into it. So we'll start off with the Pokemon, and this is really the only thing that I didn't like about it is the 2 Black Kyurem. I really want a third, but 2 works. And I don't run this deck very often, just because I like Darkrai Garbodor, or I mean Yveltal Garbodor better. But I run it sometimes. It works well, I have to say. It does work well. It's just, I feel like the deck is a little bit too luck-based for what I like to use. So we have, let's see, can you get all that in there? So we have 2 Black Kyurem, a 1/1 electrode line, 3 Keldeo, 3 Blastoise, and 4 squirtle. Oh, sorry, and 1 baby Black Kyurem. I missed that. So 3 Keldeo is basically in every Blastoise deck. I've seen some people go down to 2 just so they can get a 3rd Black Kyurem. I've been happy with 3 Keldeo the whole time. There was a couple times when I even wanted 4 actually. But I really like Keldeo in this deck. People don't tend to use it as much. People kind of just get in the mindset where it's more like a Black Kyurem deck rather than a Blastoise deck because they just want a Black Ballista the whole time. But Keldeo is really good for taking out 170 HP Pokemon too. And you don't need the electric energy, so that's nice. And it's easy to set up, and then you can rush in with it. I like Keldeo a lot. But Black Kyurem is also very good. And then you've got the 1 baby Black Kyurem to help against Raybor and the Mirror Match. Excuse me. I did want a 2nd baby Black Kyurem just because I played against a Blastoise and lost to it today in the last round. We didn't get time to finish our last game, but the way that the tournament worked is it's whoever's ahead on prizes wins, and he was ahead by 1 prize. So he won in the last round. That kind of stinks. But if I had a 2nd baby Black Kyurem, I'm pretty sure I could have won that. And then 4 Squirtle is pretty standard. 3 Blastoise is pretty standard. Some people run 4, but yeah, I didn't have the War Turtle. I'd like to have that too, but you kind of have to cut things if you want to run Electrode and Voltorb. I didn't run Jirachi, Mr. Mime, or Execute because, well, I don't think Execute's good at all because I can always find things to discard. It's not usually a big deal. Jirachi is good, and I wish I had it actually. I'm thinking about taking these out for like a Jirachi and a Heavy Ball maybe, or a Jirachi and another Black Kyurem. But I also have a very thick supporter line, so I could get rid of something for that too. This build is pretty heavy with draw support. I think it's got like 20 draw support cards total. And the thing is, I never dead drew at all, and it was awesome. But the other thing is I have to skimp on other things like that, like my Pokemon. Skip, not skimp. So here's my supporters. I've got 4 Juniper, 4 Skyla, 4 N, and 1 colress. It's 13. It's kind of a lot in Blastoise, actually. In a regular deck, you probably run 13, so this is kind of a lot, especially when you have Electrode and 3 Beaches. So I liked it a lot, though. What I'm thinking about doing is getting rid of 1 N or 1 Juniper for, some other stuff. But, I really like this, to be honest. Like, I want to change some things in this list, but it's been working pretty well, and I like it. The thing is, I feel like this list kind of trades being aggressive for having a better late game. So you have all these extra draw support cards, so if you get N down to 1 or something like that, you can get out of it pretty well. I never was N down to 1 and did drew for more than, like, at all, actually. I never did drew at all. So we've got 4 Superior and 1 regular energy retrieval. This is standard in Blastoise. I like to fit the 1 energy retrieval in. Some people don't, but I feel like it's necessary because I run out occasionally. We got 1 dowsing just to get back any item. I know the lighting is kind of strange. It's hard to get it to work for me. But anyway, 1 dowsing, just get anything back. It's the A spec of choice for the deck. Excuse me, I'm kind of sick. Got 3 Beaches, and you can't see them because my camera's dumb. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me see if you guys can see this. This lighting is horrible. This is just awful. All right. Anyway, 3 beaches. Obviously, you're gonna run 3 beaches in Blastoise if you can. Some people only run 2. Some people run 4. It's really just up to you. I think 3 is the perfect number. That's just, you know, you've got 1 level ball, 3 ultra ball. I don't know if you can see them though. But anyway, I'd like to have a heavy ball. I'd also like to have a 2nd level ball, so because I'm running electrode, and I like to get that out really early if I can. But it's not necessary, so I'm happy with this. I'd rather have another heavy ball, but I don't want to cut another ultra ball for a heavy ball. I feel like 3 is necessary. And like I said, I don't mind discarding things a lot of the time, because once you set up Blastoise, you can pretty much just discard all your rare candies and Blastoises and Squirtles and stuff. Because your Blastoise is going to get knocked out not very much of the time. I've got 2 Professor's Letter. I only have 2 electric energy, and that's why I chose to do 2 Professor's Letter. I Professor's Lettered for an electric energy, like, I want to say like 3 out of 4 times every time I use Professor's Letter. It's really helpful to get those electric energy early game, and you barely ever have 2 of any copy of anything prized if you only have 2 copies of it. So I felt like only 2 electric energy works if you have 2 Professor's Letter also. Yeah, it's really good, obviously, so I ran 2. 4 rare candy. This is obvious. In every Blastoise deck, you always run rare candy. 4 rare candy, I mean. Pretty straightforward, and that's all there is to it. And you got 2 Tool Scrapper. This is just to beat Garbodor and get off muscle bands and stuff. Mostly just for Garbodor, though. If Garbodor didn't exist, I don't think I'd run any Tool Scrapper in this deck. So, yeah, that's the only reason for that, really. And then the energy line is pretty simple. It's just 9 water and 2 electric. And that's it for the whole deck. It's really pretty simple. I mean, there's not much to it. Most Blastoise lists are pretty much the same. Some people can't find them, though, so, like, I figured I'd make a list for people who don't know how the deck works, I guess. So, yeah, that's all there is. Oh, I guess I should explain the energy, too. 2 electric just for the Black Kyurem. It's enough if you have 2 Professor's Letter. And then you got 9 water energy. You can knock down to 8 if you have 2 letter. But I occasionally run out of energy in my deck, so I like 9, but 8 works too. You know, yeah, I don't know. The deck is extremely good. It's just that the thing is, it's really luck-based. You know, there's a couple games where I got turn 2 Black Ballista, and then there's a couple games where I didn't set up Blastoise until like turn 6. And that was just because, excuse me, my opponent on the first turn red carded me to 4, and then I couldn't get it to where I could get a Blastoise on the next turn, and then the next turn he didn't disrupt my hand at all, but on the next turn after that he ended me out of what I Tropical Beached for, and I had Rare Candy Blastoise in my hand so many times, it's just that I couldn't play it because it's what I got off the beach, and then he ended me or red carded me. And Stray Yveltal actually has a pretty good matchup against Blastoise. Oh, excuse me. If they have so many like red cards in hand, red card and like hand disruption cards like that, and Getsis is really good against Blastoise on like before they have Rare Candy Blastoise out. And also they can junk hunt for that stuff back too, so it's really good against Blastoise. It sucks, to be honest. But the thing is, if they can't set up Yveltals and start doing damage before you can set up your Blastoise, you can just set them up and start steamrolling Black Ballistas every turn and win. And that's what happened a couple times today. Sorry, I'm sick. I just want to put out a video because I haven't made one in a while. Yeah, so that's my Blastoise list. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want. And yeah, comment if you want to tell me anything too.